At the zoo, this eagle has been playing dumb for over 2.5 years just to get free meals. Every time it's time for a flight performance, it hides in its caretaker's arms, whining that it's tired. When it's rainy or windy, it refuses to go outside, and when it's too hot, it won't train. What's even more frustrating is that this bird, a supposed king of the skies, capable of flying for 9 days straight, acts like it's afraid of heights and can't even manage to fly for a whole day. Instead, it waddles around on its short legs, walking on the ground like a chicken. To get to the bottom of things, the caretaker has taken it to get checked up many times. The results show that its body is perfectly healthy and its wings are just fine. But for some reason, while other eagles soar freely in the sky, catching prey from the water with a single swoop, flying miles and miles away, this one can't do any of that. Instead, it's a master at faking it, only training for a few minutes each day before snuggling back into its caretaker's arms for comfort. People are starting to wonder if it's really an eagle or if it somehow ended up in the wrong place as a chicken. To help it finally learn to fly and get released back into the wild, the zoo even brought in a famous trainer. But this bird is clever, it knows it's found a good deal and isn't about to give it up easily. Before every attempt to take off, it dramatically spreads its huge wings as if it's about to fly 90 miles, but then it just dives straight down to the ground and walks like a chicken. The caretaker can't help but laugh and cry at the same time, knowing the bird's faking it but having no proof. With no other choice, they just keep taking care of it. But why does the zoo even have this eagle? According to this woman, it was found in the wild by a passerby. It had lost its mother and was raised by humans from a very young age. To give it a chance to learn survival skills in the wild, the kind-hearted person brought it to the zoo. But after more than 2 years of training, not only has it not made any progress, but it's gotten even lazier. Every day, it just waits for free food and drinks. And on top of that, it eats a lot, at least 4 pounds of fresh beef every meal. If the food isn't up to par, it even throws a tantrum. At this point, the eagle trainer had had enough. They took the bird up to a 300-foot-high mountain. Before it could react, they threw it off the edge. Realizing its trick was exposed, the bald eagle stopped pretending, quickly spread its wings, and soared freely in the sky. It was probably secretly laughing, thinking, "It's not that I can't be an eagle. It's just that being lazy is way more fun." These 2 dolphins are about to retire, and today is their last performance after 25 years at the aquarium. They probably know it's time to say goodbye, so they tried extra hard to give their best performance, nailing every move perfectly. But after the show ended, they were in no rush to leave. They clung to the trainers, refusing to let go, as if to say they weren't ready to say goodbye just yet. But with their age catching up to them, the aquarium management believes that the best place for them to enjoy their golden years is back in the ocean. Soon, the dolphins were carried outside. To protect them from the sun during the transport, the staff first wrapped them in wet towels, then carefully loaded them onto a truck. The whole time, the dolphins kept making noises, as if they were saying goodbye to the aquarium they had called home for the past 25 years. Before long, they arrived at a beautiful stretch of ocean. Concerned that the dolphins might struggle to adjust to life in the wild, the staff built a safe area for them to stay temporarily. But to everyone's surprise, the dolphins were unusually excited when they first encountered the seawater. They swam joyfully, quickly adapting to the temperature and smell of the sea. However, having been fed by humans their whole lives, they didn't know how to catch food in the wild, not even the small fish swimming nearby. To help them regain their hunting skills, the staff brought their favorite fish and released them into the water for the dolphins to practice catching. After just a few days of training, their innate hunting instincts quickly kicked in, and soon, the staff didn't have to worry about their meals anymore. This also meant that the day of their farewell was drawing near. Early the next morning, with everyone watching, the dolphins slowly swam out to sea. After 25 years, they were finally free. People on the shore clapped as they swam away, but their caretaker stood with tears in their eyes, watching them disappear into the distance. Just then, the dolphins turned back and swam toward the shore again. They gazed deeply at the people who had cared for them all those years, as if to say thank you, and then they turned and swam back out into the deep ocean to explore the waters that were truly theirs. Maybe they'd lose the safety net of being fed, but the endless ocean was where they truly belonged. On a freezing night with temperatures around -30 degrees Fahrenheit, a stray cat wandered to the front door of a house, looking for food. The kind-hearted homeowner invited the cat in, but the little one hesitated, worried it might dirty the carpet. It was about to step inside but quickly pulled its tiny paws back. Even though its feet were freezing, it couldn't forget basic manners and respect. Seeing the cat hesitate, the young man brought some food to it, trying to put it at ease. But each time the cat took the food, it quickly backed out of the doorway. Watching this polite little cat, the young man felt a sudden urge to adopt it. But no matter what he did, the stubborn cat wouldn't step inside. Left with no other choice, he used food to lure it in. But even then, after each bite, the cat would back out to its spot outside the door and just gaze longingly into the warm, cozy house, its little face full of sadness and longing. Feeling sorry for it, the man stroked its head and said, "If you want to be adopted, come in on your own." Maybe sensing his kindness, the cat hesitated for a moment and then slowly walked into the house. Even though it had been invited, the unexpected joy seemed too good to be true. It cautiously peeked around the house, still being very careful. The man filled a bowl with cat food for it. Who knows how long it had been since the little one last ate. It started eating in big bites right away. It's hard to imagine how it managed to survive in such harsh, snowy conditions. With temperatures outside dipping to minus double digits, life was tough for stray cats. Luckily, today, this one had found someone kind-hearted. After it ate, the man even prepared a cozy little bed for it. This was probably the most comfortable night the little cat had ever had. It kept rubbing against the man's hand as if to show its gratitude. Since the cat wasn't used to being inside, the man waited until it was sound asleep before quietly leaving. The next morning, the sun was already up, but the little cat was still deep in its dream. After hesitating for a while, the man finally woke it up and took it to the vet for a checkup. Thankfully, it was in good health despite living outdoors. The vet mentioned it might have recently been abandoned, which would explain why it was still so healthy. In the days that followed, the little cat clung to its new owner. There seemed to be a special bond between them. Since the cat came into his life, the young man's once quiet home now had a touch of warmth. Just like that, the two of them healed each other. In the end, let's hope that all the stray animals in this world can find a kind-hearted person in their lives.